Right, joining us for more from Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State Capital, is the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Mr. Charles Udo. Great to have you on the program, News Across Nigeria.
Thank you so much for having me on the program. It's my pleasure.
All right, so let's get into it. Can you highlight some of the benefits of this new Airbus A220-300 for Ibom Air on the aviation industry, please?
Well, clearly, I want to align the benefits with the tourism drive of Akwa Ibom State government today, led by Pastor Umoeno. Tourism is hugely dependent on accessibility, amongst other factors. And so today, the addition of an extra aircraft to the fleet of Ibom Air is a massive boost to the tourism drive of Akwa Ibom State government. Recall that Pastor Umoeno, on assumption of office, had promised that tourism would become one of the major economic drivers of Akwa Ibom State. And today is one huge step taken in that direction, particularly at this time when Akwa Ibom is getting set to hold the Guinness Book of Records events, the Akwa Ibom Christmas Carols, which has been on for 16 years. Again, you also know that since 1st of December, we've had what is called Christmas Unplugged, which is a mixed grill of entrepreneurship, entertainment, call it what, lounging, dining, whining, in Akwa Ibom, in 24 hours. That has been one huge event which the world has been driving and trooping towards Akwa Ibom State. So the coming of the additional fleet of Ibom Air, it means that by next year, our Christmas activities, our Christmas Unplugged, our Christmas carols would not just be a Nigerian affair. Recall that just a few months ago, we commenced flight operations to Accra in Ghana with the new terminal building in the airport in Uyo, the Victor Atta International Airport, about to open soon. It means that in a travel distance of just 2 hours, you can get from Accra to Uyo in Akwa Ibom State and be part of the events that we have lined up. It summarizes what we have here.
Interesting. And of course, I'm also delighted you talked about Accra there as a destination. I was just going to ask you if you could give us some of the other destinations that the new Airbus A220 will be flying to, from Uyo there in the Ibom Victor Atta International Airport.
Well, clearly, I wouldn't speak for Ibom Air, even though I'm Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, but I have a sneak preview. Currently, Ibom Air flies the Lagos-Abuja route. Ibom Air flies Lagos-Uyo route, and a few others. So I wouldn't be able to speak. I think the Corporate Affairs Manager of Ibom Air will be able to speak on that. But I would want to lean on the side of tourism and much more.
So, of course, you've talked extensively about the tourism drive of the state governor, Pastor Umoeno, but how is that actually going to impact tourism in the state, in the long term, or perhaps in the short term, with the arrival of this new aircraft for Ibom Air, and, of course, its general services for air passengers?
Well, clearly, the ease of travel, when you have accessibility, there must be ease of travel. And ease of travel is a factor of having the vehicle to promote the ease of travel. Ordinarily, with a fewer fleet plying the Uyo, Abuja, Uyo, Lagos route, you would have a lot of struggles and scrambles for tickets. But the coming of an additional aircraft, it means that more and more passengers will come to Akwa Ibom. It means that more people will easily come to Akwa Ibom for whatever reason they want to come. Like we say, you come, live, work, play in Akwa Ibom. So we believe that it would make life easier for more people to come to Akwa Ibom. Particularly this Christmas season, where we are hosting the Christmas Carol Festival, which is the Guinness Book of Record event.
Indeed, and of course, as the Commissioner for Culture and, of course, tourism and industry in the state, you can perhaps give us some of the development strides as far as that is concerned the Arise agenda of Pastor Umo Eno, the governor. What can you tell us concerning that, even as we are in the festive season?
Well, the Arise agenda of Pastor, the Arise agenda of Pastor Umo Eno in the tourism sector clearly seeks to harness our tourism potential, harness our heritage sites, and then harness those things that are natural and peculiar to Akwa Ibomites. No one doubts the quality of our culinary skills. No one doubts the hospitality of the Akwa Ibom person. No one doubts the quality of development that has taken place in Akwa Ibom in the last 16 years plus. And so that alone has placed Akwa Ibom in a pedestal where Akwa Ibom has metamorphosed from being just a geographical location to being a tourist destination. The two major hotels in Akwa Ibom, the Ibom Golf Course and Golf and Resort, is fully booked. The 4 Points by Sheraton is also fully booked. Just last year, with the footprint that we had from the Christmas Carol and the Christmas Park put together, average over 300,000 people in a space of 32 days. So we expect that those numbers will grow. Those numbers will begin to be on the rise.
All right, Mr. Charles Udo, we'll definitely have to leave it at that. Bobby, thank you so much for your thoughts on the program News Across Nigeria. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much.